Welcome to Bill's Bridge Corner, Thursday, November 21st, 2013. Class 29, responding to partner opening one of the suit. This is really the beginning of the discussion of bridge bidding, as it explains the entire process. We start with the partner opening one club, one diamond, one heart, or one spade, and the next player passes. If your right-hand opponent happens to bid something, all bets are off, and what I say here does not apply. Here we go. For our presentation today, here are the following assumptions. Presentations here presume we do not play 2 over 1. I will have a series of classes on 2 over 1 sometime in the future. You may decide to play 2 over 1, for example, only on amplitude points play, but not play 2 over 1 for match play. That makes a lot of sense. Our priorities. Our first priority, find a major suit fit, an 8-card or longer major suit fit if possible. If that's not possible, try to play in no trump. Find out if you have sufficient coverage in the suit that you can safely play in no trump. And lastly, if neither of those is possible, consider playing minor suit as a last resort. I'd like to make a couple of notes on all this bidding. First is a new suit by responding. If he is an unpassed hand, is forcing for 1 round. While a jump shift, if you play a jump shift as weak, is not forcing. Here are the general rules as responded. Rule number 1, always support with support. Now we mean by support, depends a little bit if we're talking majors or minors. If you have support, you need to plan on support. Major suit support we covered in classes 8, 9, and 20. Immediately raise a minor suit if you choose to raise a minor suit with support. You need 5-card support, or a great excuse with 4-card support. We'll cover some examples in the next day or two. You also cannot have a 4-card or longer major suit because the first priority is to find a major suit. If you have 4 small hearts or spades, you might be excused for bypassing them and losing cards. But in general, you need 5-card support and no 4-card major or better. Rule number 2. Search for an 8-card or longer major suit, which means bid one if you got it. Rule number 3, plan for your second bid. You need to decide how high you are able to go. Your partner is open. So depending on your strength, you may have only 1 bid, you may have 2 bids available, or you may have enough that you can ensure game or even a slam. Based on your strength, you always need to plan for what your second bid might be. And we'll see this emphasized time after time as we go through examples later on. Rule number 4, don't rescue partner. What does that mean? You have a terrible hand and you do not have a fit for your partner. Don't raise just to rescue him and get him out of a bad situation. You may jump the game and bad things happen. Take your punishment. If you have less than 6 starting points or 6 support points, pass. Pray that the opponent's bid, but don't rescue your partner. Rule number 5, first find out where you're going to play, then how high. Let's suppose a partner opens 1 club or 1 diamond. Rule number 1, if you have a major suit, bid it. If you have 4 hearts and 4 spades, you bid them up the line. You bid hearts first. Because partner might have spades. You bid spades, you may never find the hearts. If you have 5 in both majors, 5 hearts and 5 spades, bid spades first. If you're 5-4, bid your longer suit first. Rule number 2, suppress a 4-card diamond suit over a major. The bidding goes 1 club, and you have 5 or 6-card diamond suit. Should you bid it? With a 4-card diamond suit, the answer is no. The 5 or 6 card diamond suit, the answer is, if you're strong enough to make a second bid, bid a diamond, otherwise don't. If you're only good for one bid, bid the major first. You may not have a second opportunity. Bidding no trump over 1 club or 1 diamond denies a 4-card major. It's possible that you might bid 1 no trump with 4 small in one of the major suits, but partner will assume you do not have a 4-card major suit. Pick your schedule with partner as to no trump. Now I'll give you 2 schedules and both are correct. The only question is, which one do you choose? The majority of bridge players today that I see in duplicate tournaments will use the first one. 6 to 9 starting points, no major suit, 1 no trump. 10 to 12, 2 no trump. 13 to 15, 3 no trump. I prefer, and this cannot be used if you play 2 over 1, but so far we're not playing 2 over 1. 6 to 9, 1 no trump. 2 no trump shows 13 to 15 or 19 to 20, where you rebid 4 no over 3 no. What do you do is in between? The 16 or 18, you bid 3 no trump. And what if you have 10 to 12? You bid the other minor and then decide what to do. That shows 10 to 12 starting points. I prefer this, but understand if you play 2 over 1, then you can't bid the minor at the 2 level because that's forcing the game. I prefer the second choice, but it's up to you. We'll see that on the convention card a little bit later. Bidding 2 clubs in response to 1 diamond shows 4 clubs and 10 or more starting points, and no 4-card major. If you play 2 over 1 as forcing, it may be forcing the game, but not in our case here so far. Minor suit raise schedule. First of all, understand that raises deny 4-card majors, because you always do them first in preference to the raise in the minor. I prefer what is called an inverted minors. A weak jump raise, which is a jump, shows 5 or more trumps, 6 to 9 dummy points. It's a low bid because the normal approach isn't strong. A single raise, 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, shows 5 or more trump, 10 or more dummy points, and is forcing to 2 no trump or 3 of a minor. That's what we talked about, forcing to a level. This is called inverted minors, and we'll have a series on inverted minors, 1 or 2 classes on it sometime in the future. A single jump in a new suit shows a weak 6-card suit with 3 to 6 starting points. We're going to talk about jump shifts in a couple of classes, but a single jump in a new suit in response to partner, most people play it as weak. It shows a good suit and bad hand. Let's look at the convention card for minor suit openers. Notice that expected minimum length is 3 cards, although actually the way I've outlined the opening bid, the likelihood of a diamond being a 3-card suit is rather low. It would only be you have 4 cards in each major and 2 clubs. But 3 is the expected minimum length. The way this is marked here, I have a double raise as a weak and a forcing raise. A single raise is forcing, that's called inverted minors. Also note that frequently bypass 4 or more diamonds, bidding a major is checked. And I have marked here my choices for the no trump responses to a minor. Bear in mind that other people have 10 to 12 for 2 no and 13 to 15 for 3 no. Jordan over 2 no trump we will be covering under infinite bidding. What happens if partner opens a heart or a spade? Well, we've already covered a lot of it. With support, you use the schedule outlined in Class 8. Assuming you don't have support, then Here are some other responses. One spade over one heart shows 6 or more starting points and 4 or more spades and is forcing. You see it is forcing. One no trump shows 6 to 9 starting points and inability to bid one spade. 2 clubs and 2 diamonds or 2 diamonds shows a 4 card or longer suit with 10 or more starting points. Again, this is, you do not play 2 over 1, the assumption, so that is how we promised, but it is forcing. You see it is forcing. One no trump. If you do not play 2 over 1, it's not forcing the game. 2 hearts over 1 spade is a special case. It shows 5 card suit and 10 or more starting points. 2 spades over 1 heart is similar to a weak 2 bid. It shows 3 to 6 starting points and a weak 6 card suit. Some comments on the jump shift. Today, most people will play to choose the jump shift as a weak bid in all situations. My class incorporates this approach, but I have some arguments as to that choice. In class 31, I'm going to go through some alternative approaches to the use of the jump shift. But most people today use a jump shift as weak in all cases. I don't totally agree with that, but I'll be able to report. There are 3 situations in which a jump shift might occur. I'm going to outline on the next screen. I would ask my readers to consider each case independently. Each treatment is your own choice, and they're marked on the convention card at appropriate places. 3 situations where a jump shift may occur. First, the response to an opening bid without interference. I'd like that to be strong, but current wisdom is it is weak. Responses to an opening bid with interference, the jump shift is strong, and that I agree with. And thirdly, a response to an opening bid is a passed hand. Actually, we're going to cover that in part tomorrow, but there is an alternative approach to it. It also could be weak. Up to you to decide which. These subjects are going to be covered in class 31 right after tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to flip boards and we're going to see what happens when you open in 3rd or 4th seat. Understand that there's special conditions. You may want to open 3rd or 4th seat. You may not have a full opening hand. You need to be able to handle the situation when your partner has a near opening hand. We're going to cover a convention called two-way reverse brew. See you tomorrow.